kids, running that basketball program, being a part of that basketball program, because I can't necessarily say I ran it because them kids ran that program. The kids ran PWC. PWC saved my life. PWC was it was an amazing program. It did a lot of great things for me, and I see it did a lot of great things for a lot of other people as well. It built a lot of friendships. It built community. You know what I mean? I just see what it did, and it saved me. You know what I mean? Because at that time I was teeter-tottering. I didn't know if I wanted to be a part of the streets or if I wanted to I just didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know who I wanted to be at that time. I just remember my mom, just she's like Mr. Miyagi because she seen that. Like, I was, at my own place, I was working. I think at the time I had just got laid off. It was I just got laid off, and things were starting to get like a little rough, and like mentally it was starting to affect me. And my mom, had got Dasmir into basketball, and I just I would go and get involved and just go there watch and just be a part of it, just watching, because I didn't play basketball, but I had loved basketball at the time. I had loved basketball, period. But I remember just getting into it and just getting to know the parents and getting to know the kids and just enjoying it so much that I started to notice that how the program that we were with, things weren't going right. And something just said, hey, you know what? Let's just start our own. And then my mom was like, hey, we could just call it Parents Who Care, PWC. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a great name. And my mom basically came up with all the ideas and the concepts. And I do remember, like, me, my god sister, it was quite a few of us who had kind of come up with the stuff, and my god sister had contributed to the uniforms, and my mom had contributed for. It was just everybody coming together. It was like it was real community. It was something special. I remember, like, just getting everybody involved, and it was a good program. And that program, it did a lot for me. It did a lot for me. It gave me confidence. Um, them kids, they didn't judge. They couldn't see that I was struggling. They couldn't see that Coach D was going through a whole lot. Coach D wasn't happy. Coach D was, but when Coach D was with that program, and Coach D was around them kids, it took every pain, ache, everything I had in me away. And that's how you know what I mean? I think that's how I ended up getting to here. I went through a lot of hurt throughout that. I went through one of the biggest hurts with, as one, what happened to, as one, like that was like, I mean, nobody understands like my wife understands. It was, that was something. That was something. I could recall like just the program and all of us working together and being a family and just trying to make sure that we didn't allow any kid to get in any trouble or just because that was the purpose. Part of my purpose for wanting to be a part of that was because I didn't want to see kids going through what I went through because I was struggling. I was struggling to get jobs. I was struggling to get jobs because I was out there, I was on the streets and I ended up getting a charge. And because I got that charge, every time I went to get a job, um, they were like denying me. I couldn't, nah, no. You sold drugs within 1,000 feet of a school. And that has set me back. It set me back quite a bit to the point where it just was so frustrating that I'd rather give my time to these kids at that time because I was hard. I was having a hard time finding a job. So I'd rather give my time to these kids, keeping them off the streets, keeping them from doing the same thing that I was doing so that they wouldn't have the same outcome that I was dealing with. After they got finished school or finished whatever they finished, they wouldn't have a hard time getting a job because they took the chance of going out in the streets trying to make extra money. Yeah, that's why I did it. Um, that was my main goal because I didn't want them to experience the hardships that I was experiencing, and I felt like if I could save them, if I could get ahead of it, you know what I mean, like I wish I had somebody like that for myself. I wish I had a me for myself. I wish like God would have sent me somebody like me. Like, hey, you know what? I want you to be there for him and make sure that he don't get in trouble. Because I think if I didn't get in trouble, if I would have stayed away from the streets and I would have allowed the natural me who I am now to become, I think I would have been a multimillionaire right now. I believe that. But I don't regret not one thing about my life. My life, I am absolutely, I love my life. I love what my life has been. I love the things that I've been through. I love the circumstances. I love all the people I've dealt with. I love all the people I've met. I appreciate all the people I've met. But I know that basketball program, it really, it saved my life. And it changed me. And it helped me to become the man that I needed to become. Because for a long time, I was just a boy. I was just a boy. I was acting as if I was a man, but I was just a boy. I wasn't doing men things. I wasn't doing, I might have been there for my son, but I wasn't always there for my daughter. So I wasn't all the way there. I was still transitioning to become a man. I was still learning how to become a father. I was still just adjusting. I know it sounds crazy, but I was adjusting. And fortunately for me, I have really my kids' mother are very good people, and I'm fortunate to have had that because they had patience with me, and I'm thankful to them, and I will forever be in debt to them for having patience with me, with my kids. But at the same time, I like I said, the basketball program saved my life. Just working with them, just meeting new people, having to organize, having to set up trips, talking to different people, making arrangement, coordinating things where we all got sneakers and uniforms and sweatsuits, and making sure that these kids had confidence, making sure that these kids work together. I used to have little rules, man, and people didn't understand my rules. Like I didn't want our teams playing against each other, and I knew because anytime that two teams play against each other, it gets testy, no matter what. And I just didn't want that in our program. I wanted things to be different. I wanted nothing but love. I wanted PWC to be about love. I wanted all of us to support each other. Because I felt like if we played each other and one team beat another, once we went out there at the tournaments and we was playing against other teams, we weren't really going to support each other wholeheartedly because deep down inside, when we lose or we competitive with each other, we somehow want the other person to lose. It's crazy, but I know that's the way my thoughts was. Maybe it was something that was in me, but I was saying to myself, this is something I'm gonna bring to this program because I don't want no hate. I wanted nothing but love. Like I wanted no controversy. I just wanted nothing but love. And I'd really like to give a shout out to all those kids at PWC, man. And I'd like to tell y'all all, salute, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all right now. Y'all don't even know. A lot of y'all inspire me right now today. What y'all doing? I love it. I'm proud. You know what I mean? I'm very proud. As one, I'm sure he is smiling down on all of you because, guys, I'm proud. I believe we are all, we're all growing. I see a few of us are struggling. We're going through some things. Fellas, if y'all see your brothers and they struggling, man, support them, man. The ones that got in trouble, support them, man, because it's not over for them. I mean, we all go through our tough times, and this might be something for them to go through in order for them to grow and to be better. We all make mistakes. I mean, some of us get caught. Some of us have to learn in that way. You know what I mean? But we have to be, supportive of them because the trouble they got in now is just so that they can be better later. But we have to help them. We got to show them that we there for them, that they have family, that they have support, that, you know what I mean, that they have somebody in their corner because that's what it's all about, support. I mean, we all might say, oh, I'm good by myself, but ain't nothing like support. And I believe that that's why I'm so strong today, because of the support that I got from the parents and the kids of PWC. And I like to say, I like to salute the parents too. All y'all. I like this. I shout y'all all out, but it's so many of y'all that I love and I appreciate. That it's hard to. But to my parents who care, crossover, my PWC crossover family, I love y'all. Many blessings, and I like to say thank you. And I'm listen. I'm always Coach D. I'm always gonna be Coach D. So if any of you guys need a friend, somebody to talk to, somebody to yell at you again, or somebody to just conversate with, and I mean, whether it be, I don't care what it's about. Call me. I'm here. I'm always here. My wife knows that. My wife knows that I love y'all, and y'all will always be, my kids. So many blessings. Love y'all. Peace.